mentioned that I represent Nepal Tourism Board. This is a national tourism organization responsible for promoting Nepal as a premier holiday destination worldwide. And Nepal has been always in the limelight for the travelers around the world, always has been a very exotic and mysterious destination from long time ago. And the visitors who come here, once they come, they are attracted with the mountains, but once they visit the country, they fell in love with the people. This is our strength. So without speaking much, I would like to focus my presentation. I have a small presentation on the computer. This? Okay, thank you. It's there, thank you. Well, so Nepal is a small country, but rich in cultural heritage. It's mainly known as the mountainous Himalayan country, where we have most of the land is occupied by the mountains. 15% the hills take 68%, lowland 17%, and the mountains, the high mountains, they cover 15% of the total land. Basically, we have 4 seasons. And basically, Nepal is primarily promoted as a season-based country, but Nepal is a country where you can visit all year round the year. And our seasons, it's all mentioned here. Sorry for that. Okay. So from 60 meters from the sea level to the highest point on the earth, Mount Everest, 8,848 meters, Nepal has everything. Is inhabited by 125 ethnic groups, speaking 123 different languages, and this is a destination of nature, culture, and adventure, and of course, Nepal is a living museum. Nepal is very rich in flora and fauna, 848 species of birds, 635 species of butterflies, 319 species of exotic orchids, 5,160 species of wildflowers. Yeah, of course, Mount Everest. So Nepal is well known for the cultural harmony. Basically, we have 2 religions here, Hinduism and Buddhism, and we have another religion, we call tourism. Tourism has also been a part of culture here. And these 2 religions, they have, from the ages, we have very cultural harmony, we live together. So Nepal is for everyone, for every age, and for all seasons. So this is from north to south. In the north, we have majestic mountains. In the middle hills, low hills, we have the river beaches, hills, rivers, jungles, and in Tarai, the lowland, we have jungles and wildlife. So in Nepal, you want me sun, sea, and sand. In terms of old heritage sites, we have 7 cultural sites in Kathmandu and 1 in Chitwan. We also have Chitwan National Park as World heritage sites, and also Sagarmatha that lies in the Everest region is World Heritage Sites. So Lumini, birthplace of Lord Buddha. This is Chiton National Parks, another World Heritage Sites. Of course, Mount Everest. So in terms of pilgrimage, we have many sites, Janakpur, Lumini, Pashupatinath, mainly for the Hindu and Buddhist pilgrimage tourists. Janakpur. I have mainly pictures, so I don't speak much. Just see the pictures. Pashupatinath temple, very renowned temple for Hindus. Muktinath, another temple high in the mountains. Pathivara. Is cultural Nepal, the temple in Kathmandu. Nepal has as many days as the festivals in a year. Kumari, many of you may know that we have a living goddess. She is regarded as a living goddess and she lives in Kathmandu. I already mentioned that we have two religions, one Hinduism and Buddhism. This girl is chosen from the Buddhist community and worshipped as a Hindu goddess. So it's a nice example how we coherently live in Nepal. Some cuisines. These are the national parks. So we have 12 national parks, 6 conservation areas, 1 wildlife reserve, 1 hunting reserve. This shows the protected areas of Nepal. 23.39% of the total country is protected. Wildlife, Royal Bengal tiger, rhinoceros, and many lakes high up in the mountains. So in terms of major activities in Nepal, inland we have mountaineering, trekking, mountain biking, mountain marathon, rock climbing, many sports events. Since this program is about the sports, we have many sports events high up in the mountains. In terms of water, we have rafting, kayaking, canoeing, abseiling, boating, in air, bungee jumping, ultralight, yeah, many more. Paragliding, bungee, mountain sports, aerial sports, marathon. I won't take much of your time because the computer doesn't support the click system, so I have to do it manually. Yeah, lately Nepal has been famous for wedding destinations. We get many wedding groups mainly from the Asian country and from India also. Many groups we have been seeing, and they come here for many wedding occasions, wedding events. We also have world-class accommodations, many international chains in hotels. We have Crown Plaza, Hyatt Regency, Radisson, Marriott, Fairfield, Sheraton, Hilton, Elf, Dusit Thani, Shangri-La, and many more. just, all right. In terms of connectivity, we have very well connections from the major cities. This shows the tourist arrivals. Last year we had 1 million tourists, and this figure we almost have been able to recover the number which was hardly hit by the COVID. We're also very active in digital sites. So basically, my presentation is all about the pictures, but I have a small video, not to take a longer time, so I just flip the pictures. So I have a 5-minute video after this. I would like to thank you very much for your time and your patience. And I would like to request you, if you get some time, please take your time to visit any of the monumental sites in Kathmandu. Maybe organizer have managed this. And I would like to once again thank you so much for coming to Nepal, organizing this event, and hopefully we want to see more of these events in Nepal. Nepal Tourism Board is always there. Thank you.
That's My Nepal, My Pride. That's what we call the slogan here. And thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful presentation and the video. A big round of applause for Mr. Rohini Prasad Khanal, who is the Senior Manager, PR and Publicity Department, Nepal Tourism Board. May I invite President Hee Dong-jung to present a token of appreciation to Mr. Khanal. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. After having seen my country, I must have, you must have, not I must have. You must have made up your mind. This time, my stay is a bit short. Next time, I want to go to that particular place. Which one is that? You can choose out of that. In the meantime, I'd like to make two announcements. I'd like to welcome President of Hotel Association of Nepal, Mr. Vinayak Shah, who has come to sign a ceremony. So please, let's give a big round of applause. Who hosted that last night. So I'd like to acknowledge your presence, sir, and be seated at your place. I'll call you for signing in a short while. And also like to make an announcement. Now we are live on YouTube. All you can do is go to YouTube, search Nepal Sports Journalist Forum, and share this, our activities on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your Twitter, or X nowadays. So you can share that because we are live on our YouTube channel. Now, it's time to sign few memorandum of understanding. May I ask the setting to be changed for signing of the MOUs? Okay, the first MOU is going to be between AIPS Asia and Hotel Association of Nepal, Han. Okay, what is in the MOU? Let me highlight. This would be signed by AIPS Asia President, Mr. Hee Dong-jung, and Han President, Mr. Vinayak Saha. And according to the MOU, all AIPS card holders who come to Nepal would get discount in their accommodation anytime in Nepal. That would be 10% discount in your accommodation. That has to be the member of Hotel Association Nepal, which has thousands of members across the country. And also, we are declaring Mr. Hee Dong-jung, our president, as a goodwill ambassador of Nepal's tourism. Now, may I invite President Hee Dong-jung and President Vinayak Shah on the stage to do the honors. Okay, we will present a token of appreciation to Mr. Vinayak Saha, and my president would do the honors. To present a token of appreciation to President of Hotel Association of Nepal, Han. extremely sorry for, I'll call you again later, sir, in a few minutes. Thank you so much, sir, because our tokens are coming. Next is again MOU signing, so I would request our president to stay here for a while. So it is an MOU between Center for Media Research Journalism Academy and Nepali Sports Journalist Forum, NSJF. As I can brief you about the MOU, according to the MOU, Center for Media Research Journalism Academy would provide sports journalism training to members of NSJF, and since the jurisdiction of this organization is only inside this country, we are offering, NSJF would be offering 5 quotas to AIPS every year for those trainings, fully funded trainings. So may I invite Director of the CMR Journalism Academy, Ujjwal Acharya, and very proud to say he is our member, former executive committee member and currently member of NSJF, Mr. Ujjwal Acharya, and I myself have to do the signing, so please bear with that. Okay, in the presence of our president. The mementos are back, so I'd like to request our president to hand over memento to Mr. Ujjwal Acharya. Please, sir. Token of appreciation to Ujjwal Acharya, Director, CMR Journalism Academy. Now may I invite President Vinayak Shah again, sorry for this trouble, sir, for the token of appreciation. Mr. Vinayak Shah, President, Hotel Association of Nepal. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. President. Our president is a busy man this session because we have another MOU now. So next is MOU between AIPS Asia and Asian Electronic Sports Federation. To do the honors, first of all, I'd like to invite my president, Hee Donjong, on stage, and Mr. Lokesh Suji, Vice President of Asian Electronic Sports Federation. I don't know much about this MOU, so I can't tell you much about this. So hopefully, Mr. Kawari will later brief you about this one. But thank you so much for this collaboration, AESF. I know it's for the benefit of the sports journalism fraternity. Pretty long MOU means we have a lot of things to read there, hopefully. Now exchanging the MOU, Asian Electronic Sports Federation and AIPS Asia. Now it's time to present a token of appreciation to the Vice President of Asian Electronic Sports Federation. Our President will do the honors. Now, the return gift comes from Mr. Suzy to our President. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And last but not the least, another MOU between AIPS Asia and AIPS Europe. And to do the honors, our President, Hee Don-jong, and Mr. Yanis Daras. Time to exchange the MOU between AIPS Asia and AIPS Europe. Let's give a big round of applause. And there's a small memento to be presented to Mr. Yanis Daras from our President. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Yanis Darras, and thank you, Mr. Hee Jong, President of Aips Asia. Now, this is the last presentation before we go to the business session. May I invite Mr. Ujjwal Acharya, Director, CMR Journalism Academy, for his short presentation, and again, he won't take longer than 20 minutes. About the collaboration, what CMR is, what the CMR Journalism Academy does, and what he is offering to us. The floor is yours, sir.
Namaste. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ujjwal Acharya, and I stand here as the director for the CMR Nepal Journalism Academy, but I am also a proud member of Nepal Sports Journalist Forum. I was a sports journalist for almost a couple of decades before I decided that I will take a break from sports journalism. I'm here to present the work of Journalism Academy as well as the content of the MOU that I just signed with Nepal Sports Journalist Forum. First of all, when they are doing their technical business, trying to set things up, let me give you a scenario. If you are a sports journalist or any journalist having spent 10 years as a journalist, and then you kind of started to settle down thinking that, okay, sports journalism is from where I'm going to retire, or as a journalist, I'm going to retire. And then you came to a situation where technology threatens you. Technology threatens you in a way that you probably would think that if I don't learn the technology, then I will probably become obsolete in my job, because all these technological advancement is changing my profession, and if I don't change myself, then I will become out of this profession. The profession that I held for so many years, the profession that I thought, okay, this is where I'm going to earn my living for myself and my family, is no more, will be my profession. So I thought the same way. Although I wasn't technically that bad, I thought the same way. I met a lot of journalists in Nepal who were in that situation. And they all wanted to learn technology. It's not that journalists can't learn technology. Journalists are actually very good at learning technology. But in Nepal, there wasn't an institute or there wasn't a place where they can go and learn these technologies. There weren't a place where they can say, go and learn about digital journalism or mobile journalism or data journalism or multimedia journalism, things like that. That has become very necessary to remain in the profession for many of us. So I thought I would start an academy where I would offer courses to mid-career journalists, not to those who wanted to begin their career as a journalist, but to the mid-career journalists who had spent at least 3 to 5 years in journalism so that they can learn technology. They can learn all these digital aspects of the profession, and that's how this Journalism Academy came into existence. We started training journalists in 2018 with a very short course. By the way, all our courses are what we call 6+6+6. So 6 days of intensive classroom learning from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Then they go back to their workplace for an e-learning phase for 6 weeks, where they consolidate the skills that they have learned during those first 6 days in the classroom. And then is another 6 days of intensive classroom from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., where they come back. If they have anything that's missing from their first session, they will relearn those skills. And if there is something new, we'll also give them some new skills at that point. So that's how the idea of my academy works. And for all this to happen, all this to do, we needed what? Okay, so some of the things I've already said that are also in the presentation. I'll skip those. But this is, for us, it is a beginning with the Nepal Sports Journalist Forum. So we are here together for advancing sport journalism and what we are going to do in this collaboration. First of all, let me give you a short introduction of Journalism Academy. We think our motto is to building capacity for digitally transformed journalism. So it's still journalism, but we want to build capacity of the journalists so that they can digitally transform themselves, they can remain relevant in the profession. Our current courses offering are data-driven journalism, mobile journalism, podcasting, digital security, and fact-checking. These are the courses that we have already run. And all our courses, as I said, is 6+6+6, what we call. It's called also the blended learning module. 6 days of intensive classroom training where we teach them the must-have skills. And then there is 6 weeks of e-learning when they consolidate skills at their own workplace. And they come back again for 6 days in the classroom and where they will learn good-to-have skills. Those skills that may not be required for data journalism, but still good to have if you are learning data journalism. Our future courses, sports journalism in digital world, digital journalism, AI in journalism, and audience engagement. That we are planning to launch next year, these 4 courses. And sports journalism is not because we signed the contract here, it was already mentioned in our document in 2022 when we established. So to ensure the standard of the course, what we do, how we ensure that these courses that we run in Kathmandu is as good as any other course run around the world. Our partner is Interlink Academy, which is a German-based organization. We adopt their course to our local context, or we develop a new course which are vetted by them for its standard. And of course, they will do the supervision of the training as well as the trainer. On the trainer, I always believe that it's more important to have better trainer than to have the training course. So we also focus a lot on training the trainers. And we have a well-equipped classroom in Kathmandu where we do all these works. So these are some of the photos. If you know some of the NSGF people, you will recognize there are some past president of NSGF there, members of NSGF there. And what is the MOU we just signed? This is what I will call the NSGF CMR JA roadmap for 2024 and 25. So plan activities for 2024, what we are going to do in 2024, a few more months. We are going to organize a 5-day training of trainers for NSGF's 12 trainers in Kathmandu. So this will be a first step to prepare trainers within NSGF Academy, so that they can run sports journalism training not only in Kathmandu but also outside Kathmandu. And we will also help those trainers to develop an adaptable sports journalism course. By course, I mean that has to be a matrix and there has to be a resources. This will also be in the 6+6+6 module, but it is adaptable enough to be adapted into 1-day or 2-day or 3-day courses. Then in 2025, we'll launch the first sports journalism in digital world course in Kathmandu. And according to MOU, we will also provide full scholarships to all NSGF members selected for any course, not only sports journalism course, but any course at the Journalism Academy. We'll cover their flights if they are from outside the Kathmandu, we'll cover their accommodation, we'll cover their course fees, and we'll cover their meals. And for AIPS Asia members, NSGF, as Devendra has earlier said, NSGF will provide partial scholarships covering course fees, accommodation, and meals in Kathmandu to members of AIPS Asia associations for our English language courses, up to 2 seats per course. Okay, we only have a class size of 12, not more than 12 in each class, and we can, according to our agreement with NSGF, if any of the member association of AIPS Asia, they want to join our course, English language course, they can get this partial scholarship from NSGF. You of course have to bear the cost of the flights, but then once you landed in Nepal, it's all NSGF to send you back on the same plane after 6 days. Thank you very much. That ends my presentation.
Thank you, Ujjwal. Just give me another token of appreciation to you from AIPS Asia. And I request our AIPS Executive Committee member, Mr. Emmanuel, to do the honors here on stage. Token of appreciation to CMR Journalism Academy, Director, Mr. Ujjwal Acharya. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now, before we move on to the Congress business, I invite Mr. Emmanuel for his remarks. I would keep you busy for another few minutes here, sir.
Mr. President Hee Dong-yong, President of Aips Asia, Mr. President Nepal Sports Journalists Forum, Durga Nath Subedi, I respected and honored colleague and friend. First of all, I want to thank you for the honor of being invited to the Aips Asia Congress and the events what organized by the Nepal Association. This day, it's an honor for me to be invited in these events. After the particularly full of prestigious events that we have not ended, I promise to be very short, very brief. The organizers of this Congress at the highest level, I think, The organization of the action of the National Association highlighted the importance of the place of the media association in today's society. Not only the sport. As you well know, I do not say new thing. Media has become an integral part of our daily life. From traditional platform media, such television, radio, newspaper, to the modern digital media, media has a significant impact on individual and society. The role of media in a society is multifaceted and pivotal. You well know, what I want to emphasize is the role that association play in fulfilling the journalist role. The Media Sport Association is the voice of the national, regional, and local news media organization. Aips celebrating this year 100 years since its foundation. Aips is made up of 160 member association, and it's comprised of 4 continental sections, each with its own history and leadership. 4 strong, this continental section is a strong pillar of our work in the benefit of the development of the press, despite profound change in society and the sports. Among the 4, perhaps the strongest, and with the strong influence for many, many years in Aips is Aips Asia. And I say it because I very well now, because I am the 22 member of Aips Executive Committee. Our discussion for today prove his, because the Aips Asia is one of the strong continental section for Aips. Today, we prove it in full. At the same time, today highlighted once again the role that each of the journalists has in the society, the role that the national, continental, or international association has in defending the role of the press in today's society. Every day, what you write, photograph, film, you send powerful message that influence millions of people, sport lovers. At the same time, you are planting a seed to grow our professional, the very beautiful profession. And at the moment, there are the many challenges that we have to face, some of the essence of our sport. In my country, it is one word. If you there is a saying, where there is one, there is no power. Where there is many, the power grows. It's in everything was said today, but also on other occasions. There is a truth. The national, continental, and the Aips Association are the only viable platform which journalists can defend their right, become strong voice, promote the true value of the society of sport and the Olympics. Dear colleagues, I wish the best possible future to each of you, young reporter and veteran journalists, as well as Aips Asia. Good luck to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. May I invite Mr. Ahmadi from Iran, EC member, AIPS, to do the honors to Mr. Emmanuel, to his colleague. take it? I'll try to go through this. And also, we would like to thank Mr. Ahmadi for doing this honor. Now, Mr. Emmanuel would like to present a token of appreciation to our President, Hee Dong-jong, for an outstanding contribution to the promotion of the sports media and its ideal in defense of the professional independence of journalism and the common interests of journalism, of sports journalists around the world. Okay, then he wants to award a token of appreciation to Aips Asia Treasurer and our former President, Mr. Niranjan Rajbangsi. Mr. Rajbangsi, are you around? He is busy. Okay, now AIPS Executive Committee Member, General Secretary, I will come at the end, sir. So I'll try to look at the other names here. Okay, that's my name, okay. To take the honor on behalf of Niranjan Rajbangsi, may I invite Secretary of NSJF, Mr. Anjan Khadka, to come to the stage and collect the award for Mr. Niranjan Rajbangsi. Young guys are popular. Remember, Mr. Secretary, you have to hand it over to your past president, Mr. Niranjan Rajbangsi. Secretary Anjan Khadka receiving the honor on behalf of Mr. Niranjan Rajbangsi. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your kind token of appreciations. Thank you, sir. Now, I'd like to invite our friends, one of our friends from Pakistan, to collect the memento to Mr. Amjad Aziz Malik, our Secretary General, from Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. That concludes the session as well. Right now, it is 3:30. We are having 10 minutes comfort break. Comfort break, okay? This is just a comfort break. You can go to the loo, you can have a cigarette, you can have something, and then we will start in 3:40, the business session, and Mr. Kawari would be leading this session along with the President. Thank you so much. We'll see you in 10 minutes. 3:40 is the starting time.